The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have the first possession of the game. So many legends in this game wore the winged helmet or the golden dome, and they'll try to live up to that rich heritage in this one.
Two of the winningest programs in college football, obviously going at it for big-time bragging rights.
Lots of national championships, lots of Heisman trophies shared between these two programs, and some of the best...
He's running in the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort... and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. There have been a ton of nail-biters in this rivalry, and Michigan won a close one last time out.
And you know in this game, you got to be able to handle your emotions, because undoubtedly the game's going to go down to the final seconds, and last time it was Michigan that was able to pull through.
Yeah, made the plays in the winning moments, and listen, you show those on tape, and the Irish know they've got to execute better down the stretch of this rivalry game.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time today. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind mind being handed the football, Jesse.
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock. Old school. Two of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, like, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success to them.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Notre Dame right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Give to the back. It's 2nd and 1.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try the run. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big...
Carries the ball.
Sometimes it's not about making... It's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
On the option. He'll toss it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Quick strike complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Lockney and Fielding Yost, Schembeckler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine units.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt him. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, look out! Drills him with the stiff arm. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Gain of 1. Offense is stopped. Will be returned for our downs.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying down the left side. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Wolverines are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding.
He's going to throw deep right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He's looking to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
He's got it. Running through contact. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off. What? Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the move out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score.
And he is! intercepts it.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They're going to run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Michigan, 35. Notre Dame, 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got room at the 35. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Got his man in the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll just keep slinging it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch past the sticks. And they've
receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Gets it out quickly.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Notre Dame, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. He lets one fly deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Got the back over the middle. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. It's called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, think of all the legendary players who've been a part of this game, and we have a few more vying for that status so far today in an always emotional showdown between the Fighting Irish and the Maize and Blue.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He'll run it again. Nice move to stay on his feet. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game?
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open.
He's going up top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no...
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the grab. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adapting. Fires on the move. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're leading by 2 possessions offensively, and that could have been a game-changing play right there. That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He's very lucky that was not intercepted.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points.
Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Right back to the well. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you...
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended. lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his spot. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here come the Irish, back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab over the middle. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. On the return, it's Jean-Pierre. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man on the right. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. The maize and blue asserting itself as they stretch this lead against the Irish.
Go Blue knew coming into this one they had to score and score early. Right now, they are playing with so much energy.
Yeah, they got the offense rolling. They got the momentum going. Notre Dame's going to have to do something quickly to change that.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense running to the football?
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He wants to throw. Coming after him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback. And they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He makes a catch. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after.
First down.
The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Plows through the defense. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires downfield. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Will they be able to get that? Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job, not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Looking to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They're going to throw it again. He's got it. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today.
And they got him for the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They want to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. On the move at the 30. Gives him the big stiff arm. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep and go make a play so you can get the ball back and maybe get back in this game.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Takes his shot. Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to...
Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
69, Notre Dame, 28.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.